Hello. I'm right next to my heater if you hear some noise. Somebody asked me if I heard about this person, this popular YouTuber influencer who gives relationship advice, possibly passing away, and I did hear that. I heard it this afternoon when I got back from work. And I want to say this. Um, Number one, I don't watch his channel, but I am very aware of him because his thumbnails have been shared all over the place. But I do know of his reputation, and that's why I never visited his channel. So whether it's true or not, I don't feel any kind of way about it because I never watched his channel. Uh, and I'll say this though. I was trying to upload a video and I called it distractions because I do feel like this is a distraction. Here's why I feel like it's a distraction. Even if he did pass away, something doesn't sound right about the details they're trying to give. And first of all, they said, okay, cardiac arrest, he was unresponsive. Then they say he was with some woman, probably having sex with her, and he passed out on top of her. Something happened. Then they said somebody tried to visit his apartment. Somebody said he was unresponsive. I think the story is he was with a woman, and he just became unresponsive. So then they said that, he passed away from cardiac arrest. Okay, it said that he went to Grady Hospital. Okay, but there usually is a time of death. Okay, this guy is popular. Let me tell you something. He's popular, and when somebody popular like that passes away, it's going to be bigger news and there's going to be more details. But I'm going to be honest with you. They did this with Kobe Bryant. See, the thing is it's not that these people are not dead. The problem is the way the media wants to put out the details. That is what is not adding up. Something about Kobe Bryant didn't add up the way they said he died because they said he died early in the morning. I remember it was a Sunday. I think it was a Sunday, and it was like, I can't remember, but it was about 9 in the morning when they rushed to report his death. And then I came back later on that afternoon and they said he's not confirmed dead. Then why didn't they say he wasn't confirmed dead when they were rushing to report he was dead? See, and then 3 days later, I read some article that comes from China. Okay? I don't know how I ran across this article or how I got lucky enough to see it, but it was something that came from China. 3 days later, Kobe Bryant his body was not even found, and neither was his daughter. His bodies were not even found. Okay, 3 days later. Now he did die. He was killed, and so was I believe his daughter was too, but not in the way that people are being told. And I believe this is the case with this person. And the reason I call it a distraction is because that's what they like to do. How long ago was this man killed? And I'm not going to be Inspector Gadget because I'm not invested in him. I really am not too familiar with him. I just keep hearing his name a lot, but I really am not too familiar with him because I knew what his content was about, and I never wanted to visit a channel that was per se against my phenotype, so I never had a desire to even visit that channel. Okay, so I really am not going to play Inspector Gadget, but I will say this. I felt in my spirit because I ain't feel it nowhere else. First, I thought it was a lie. And then something came to me and said, I'm going to say I felt in my spirit that he really is dead, but he ain't died the way they saying he died. And then it was confirmed with too many doggone people. Oh, I talked to the police and I'm not going to give his name away, but yeah. Why isn't there a police report? What are you talking about? This should be public. Why isn't there a police report? Why isn't there something? Did somebody call 911 and say, I found him, like he fell on me? Where is what are you talking about? You don't want to give away his name. Why isn't there a police report? Did you call the ambulance? Is there a time you call the ambulance? Did the place, his apartment say the time the ambulance showed up? What happened? He's supposedly passed out in his doggone apartment. This ain't making sense. You see what I'm saying? So I believe that he might be gone, but I think that he ain't died the way people saying he died. I mean, didn't they say Michael Jackson died from cardiac arrest too? Isn't that what they keep saying when they cover up something, that people are dying from cardiac arrest? I don't want to get into the whole sacrifice thing. I ain't no expert on it, but I done been through so much I can smell it from a mile away. I ain't into all that dark. And I don't practice the dark magic. Let me tell you something. The reason why I don't practice that type of magic like that is because those particular spirits don't agree with me. That's why I don't practice it. Because those spirits don't necessarily agree with me. I can't practice nothing with them. And plus, you would be in debt to them. These spirits that people use to want to take somebody else out, or they try to get something, they want to gain something. God dang it, somebody else want his spot. See, let me tell you something. This came to me again, so just let me flow. Somebody want his spot. This is probably jealousy. This is what happens with a lot of rappers, you know. Somebody keep wanting their spot. It's too much jealousy going around. But I'm not here to defend anybody. Like I say, I honestly don't know much about this man besides people uploading videos about him. And then when they talk about him, I don't pay much attention to it because I'm just not interested in men who want to bash women, brown women. Women are just negative. I'm just not interested in even a person I'm subscribed to that want to focus on him. I would still click it off. I really am not. But so I'm not expecting gadget on this, but this is coming to me as I'm talking that he might have been. Please don't take me at my word. I am not a professional reader or anything, but who's really a professional? It's just experience. And really the person that you're talking to got to tell you whether you sound accurate or not. I'm not really sure who's professional, but it just came to me that this was some kind of ritual sacrifice. And the reason why I said this was a distraction is because I believe something happened to him before today. I do believe that something might have happened to him before today. Or maybe he was still alive. And what people like to do, I heard somebody else say this. Sometimes people like to put out that the person has died before they actually died because they're trying to force that energy on them. Okay, they're trying to push that negative energy of death on them. And he could have been alive while they was trying to say he was dead. And then he actually died because it's so much of that type of energy that was forced on him. But I believe that he might have been gone before this morning. Okay? Now, let me tell you another reason why it was kind of confirmed. Because I was listening to a person's live, a young man's live, and somebody said, his family confirmed it, and his funeral is in some state or somewhere. And the guy was like, how do you have time to plan his funeral? He was supposed to be just died. He just died this morning. Now, I don't know when this video is going to make it out because my upload is very slow. So when I say that the person said he just died today, that means May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. So this might not be uploaded to May 6th because that's how slow this thing is, okay? So when I say the person say he just died today, that means May 5th, okay? That's when his live was. And somebody got on there and said, well, he's really dead. His family confirmed it. I remember a certain young lady YouTuber that was supposed to be dead. I think her family confirmed it too. And then a month or two later, it turns out that she didn't die. But I don't think this is the case with this young man. I do believe this was some kind of sacrifice. If he is dead. let me say, somebody could be playing games. And I'm not going to get too far into that because I'm not going to dig down a rabbit hole that I don't need to be digging down. I'm just freestyling and things are coming to me as I flow. I'm just flowing like water and things are coming to me as I flow. I'm not trying to dig down no rabbit hole. I'm just not doing that. Okay? I'm not doing that. But yeah, the person that did that live, somebody said, his family confirmed it today. And his funeral is like, well, how they plan his funeral so quick? Aren't they devastated? Don't they need some time to process what happened? I mean, his funeral arrangements are already in motion. They're not even in motion. It's already set. According to this person, it said his family confirmed it, and then his funeral was at such and such a place, some state that I don't know if it's in Georgia or maybe it's some particular funeral home. I don't know all the funeral homes in Atlanta. Okay. So, but this person, it said that, they quick. They quick with that, weren't they? It's almost like they knew something was going to happen, huh? Okay, that confirmed my feeling that the person was probably murdered, sacrificed. But anyway, like I said, I don't want to get too far into the distraction. I'm gonna let it go. Somebody just asked me that question, and I had a video uploading that was slower than molasses, trying to upload, but then I changed my mind about what I wanted to say anyway, so I'm glad it didn't upload. But yeah, somebody just asked me what I feel. Let me tell you something though. I'm not going to be stuck on this person too long because that's not something that, especially me, what my transformation is happening right now, that is not something I need to put too much energy on. That's just me speaking because of my particular transformation. I can't afford to give much energy to it. I just can't afford it. Energetically, I cannot afford it. Okay? Some people can. I can't. I would be bankrupt if I put too much energy towards this person. Okay? And it's nothing else to speak about because it seems like nobody's able to get to the truth here. People are kind of believing what they hear. It probably would be good if somebody who's pretty accurate would come out and say what really happened, because the fact that somebody's going to say his family confirmed it and his funeral arrangements have already been made does not make sense. That's too quick. That just confirms that I said the person was murdered. That just confirms it. If that's true, that confirms it. But energetically, I'm struggling with the ego because I'm going through a transformation, and it's a difficult process. When I say it's a difficult process, I really mean it's difficult. It's dealing with a lot of death. Okay. I'll just say that, and that's why I can't afford spiritually, energetically to put too much on this person. Okay, it's been too many times where I wasn't far from being on the side that he's on. I've come too close too many times, dealing with nasty people who want to do nasty things spiritually, and that's why I say I just can't afford it to give too much energy to this. Okay, I didn't even give energy to the Will Smith and Chris Rock thing. I didn't even watch the slap. I have yet to look at that slap because I knew it was a distraction. This is a distraction. This is some kind of ritual if it's true, but it's also to distract. For some reason, they want to keep distracting the so-called melanated people. For some reason, they want to keep distracting. Ooh, what happened? I heard a pop, sorry. Goodness gracious. Anyway, sorry, I just heard something. But anyway, yeah, it's about time for me to go because I get up extremely early and it's time for me to go to sleep. But I just wanted to very briefly speak on that because I'm not going to I'm not going to pay too much attention to it any other time. I'm not going to pay too much attention to it any other time. I don't know what that was about, what just happened. But see, that's why I say I don't like giving too much energy to things like that. But it also could be telling me it's time to just go to sleep. Go to sleep. Because I have to get up pretty early. And it's probably telling me you need to wrap it up. You need to wrap it on up. I'm leaning towards more because I don't think nothing eerie is going on. I'm leaning more towards there's a message saying I need to wrap it on up. But yeah, be careful with the distractions. Be careful with the whole so-called black men, black women thing that was probably going to go on. I don't know. And being too distracted because the truth don't seem like it's going to come out. Somebody was spiritual, somebody who's intuitive is going to say what probably happened to him, but the truth probably will not come out. So I probably wouldn't give too much attention to lives because the truth doesn't seem like it's going to come out that way. When you're relying on media like that, the truth doesn't seem like it's going to come out that way. Yeah, I heard somebody say, I spoke to a police and he confirmed it. No, there should be a police report that somebody called the police at a certain time and the police showed up at the apartment, and so there should be some kind of report. I ain't no professional in this, but it got to be more. See, the black community, you can't pull that on the white community, and I hate to compare, but you can't pull that on the white community like that. No, you don't. Oh, I spoke to the police, and I'm not gonna give his name away, but he did confirm. No, that don't sound right. There should be a police report. Somebody was found dead. So that means an ambulance or 911 or something should have been called. There should be a dispatch, a recording. You know how you hear recordings. There should be something. That don't make no sense. Oh, well, a close friend of his confirmed. Well, what do you mean a close friend? No, he was supposed to die in that apartment building. There should be 911 call, a recording of a 911 call over the phone. Those calls are recorded. Dispatch. Okay, there should be a police report. There should be a time that the ambulance showed up. I mean, it need to be more information that I spoke to the police and I spoke to so-and-so and it was, no, that don't sound right. And a cardiac arrest don't sound right either. Who diagnosed him with that? Probably the doctor. Is the death certificate public? Okay, because he could be dead, but he probably ain't died the way it's being given to you, and I would not give no more. And I'm about to end this after this because I got my warning to let this go. I would not, just in my opinion, because the truth doesn't seem like it's going to come out on the lives, these live streams that people keep seeming to do. They seem to keep wanting to say the same thing over and over again. I would be careful giving too much energy to it. It just seems like you're not going to get the answer that way. You got to be spiritually intuitive to really know what happened to this person I see. Okay? If you really want the details. And then I wasn't searching for the details because I just talk and I freestyle. Everything just came to me, but I wasn't trying to figure that out though. It just came to me because I just kept talking, right? But I'm gonna go and I will talk to you later.